Hello, everybody, and welcome to the School of Life with Sonny, where we talk about all things, everything, yo. Why learn from your own experience while you can learn from other people's experiences? And I'm here for that. I'm one of the people who have purposed to die empty. I'm not going to take any experience to the grave. I'm going to die without anything. Yeah, I'm going to die empty. That is my plan. That is my plan and my prayer to God, that I'm going to die empty. And so I want to go into something that I think I should have said last time, or in my last video, when I was talking about the roles I suppose are for the pastor's wife. Later I was like, I think there's one very, very important role, or one key role that I should have mentioned, and I hope it's not too late to mention it. And this is understanding, no, let me start with knowing the vision of the church. As a PW, you have to know the vision of the church. I would not be surprised that there are people who don't even know the vision of their church, like especially if it's not exposed. I'm sure there are people who don't even know. So for you as a PW, it's important for you to understand the vision of the church, like where is this church going. If you have a vision statement, of which I think, I hope you have. If you have a vision statement, it's important for you to read it and ask the visionary, like, why did you come up with this vision? What is it that you are seeing? I know the vision for many churches is to lead souls to Christ, to evangelize, people have different visions, but you want to understand what is the vision of this church, and what is the mission of this church. The vision is where you're going. The vision is the bigger picture. The vision talks about tomorrow, about the future. This is what I see. This is where I see ourselves. I don't know in how many years. This is the bigger picture that I have. So it's important for you to understand that. And it's also important for you to understand the mission. And why? Is because when you're doing if you're involved in the women's ministry, if you're involved in the youth ministry, okay, yeah, like me, if you're I just smiled when I said youth. I just love young people, I love young people. It's important to know yourself. I said that in the previous video, because it's almost obvious for a PW to be like really involved with women. But if you know your purpose, if you know your strengths, you will not move, or you will not go where people think that you're gonna go just because, And and for me, for the longest time, I served in the youth, and I served with the youth, of course, because we were growing and all that, because we were a young ministry. So I really, really wanted to I wanted to give it all to the youth, because I love the young people and I believed I'm called for young people. So so when you sit with the people that you believe you're called to, if it's the women, if it's the men, if it's the young people, if it's the Sunday school, you're all revolving around the vision of the church. You're all working you're all working with the mission. Because the mission is what tells you how are we gonna do it. The vision is where are we going. But the vision is where are we going. The mission, which is a present thing, it's a now thing, is the how. How are we gonna go where we are going? So it's important for you to understand the mission. And I'm gonna read for you a few mission statements that might help you understand what I'm talking about. I remember there's a time in my church I sat with the young people. Of course, I knew the vision and I knew the mission, but then again, I needed to understand it. It doesn't matter whether you have known it or whether you are part of creating the vision and the mission. It's important for you to keep hearing, like, this is where we are going, and for you to keep asking, are we headed in the right direction? What are we supposed to be doing? So when you understand the vision and the mission, then you can sell it, or you can bring it down to your group, whatever group that you have. So I'm saying, like, there's a time I sat with the young people, and I took them through the vision. I took them through the mission, of course, having been explained to and having understood. I mean, like, this is what is happening. And then from that, we broke down our activities. So it's important for you to understand so that you don't go off the vision of the church, so that you don't you don't veer off the plan that the visionary has, you know. So I'm gonna read for you a few mission statements. I've said mission is what informs the present. What are we doing today? Is what informs, you know, like the how are we gonna get to the vision, how are we gonna get to this dream that this person has, this picture of the end that this person has. So I've taken like a few missions from online. So one mission of a church, I don't know which, I'm not gonna mention which church, says to love God and love people. We reach them with love, bring them with grace, teach them the truth, and send them out to mission. So this has a component of course, love. If you're talking about love, then there must be activities that surround love. Probably giving to the community. I mean, there are so many activities that could be around love. We reach them with love, bring them with grace, teach them the truth, and send them out on mission. So this has a missionary a mission component. I said missionary. Yeah, so they could be sending out missionaries. It has a mission component. So if you do whatever you're doing and you do not have this component, then you are not engaging with the mission of the church. So a second mission is this church exists to prepare people to reach and empower others locally and globally to spread the word of God and express God's love. So this has a local component and it has a global component. So if a church like this does not have anything to do with, like, maybe social media, maybe presence, like you know online presence, if you want to reach churches globally, then you have to be situated in a global space. And from the, like, as you go on, then you have to think, okay, who is gonna go to what countries, and what countries are we talking about? If it's global, I mean, how global is this gonna get? You know. So I don't know if you're getting, but I hope you're getting. The third mission that I picked was to reach and evangelize the unreached people groups that have not heard the gospel, to grow leaders and to open churches. Can you see the three missions and the differences? One has to love God. So when this is engaging in giving alms to the poor, when this has something to do with visiting different children's home, the third might not be doing that. The third that has the calling to reach and evangelize the unreached might be planning a lot of missions in different places, in very, you know, in places that the gospel has not been reached. So when these three people are planning their mission and they are planning their activities, then they're gonna be different. All of them are doing the same thing, but they're all going to be different. So it's important. So the other role was or is to understand the vision and the mission of the church. That is just a bonus point. I'm gonna go into the next. I want to talk about the struggles and the pains of a pastor's wife. Yes. So check it out. Keep it locked. Keep it locked. See you soon.